Hello YouTube, Vengeful Sorrow here once again, and today I'm going to be doing a review of a little tiny indie title that I played on Xbox Live Arcade called Mummies Rising. Now, it is a first-person shooter. It is, in fact, a game where it is wave-based, and pretty much what it does for you is it drops you in a relatively small room or a corridor, and you gotta survive until you kill all of the mummies that are in the room. Now, when you begin, there's you start out with, like, let's say the pistol, or MP5, or basic machine guns, submachine guns, shit like that, right? As you advance further into the game, you progress, and you have faster firing weapons, more effective weapons, and obviously you're gonna have tougher enemies. Now, while I'm on that subject, real quick, there is a particular enemy type that is tough as nails, and you don't fight him until stage 9, and in stage 10 you fight him exclusively. Now, spoiler alert, but it's this it's no, I keep thinking they're zombies because I just played a zombie game, Death Quota 2, Ghost Dogs. But these mummies who sprint out at you, they're faster than the normal zombies. They're more than twice as fast as the normal mummies, and that can get tough. That can give you some tough circumstances. Now, I should mention that I do have a full playthrough with live commentary of this indie title on on my other gaming channel, on my gaming channel, my only gaming channel, Vengeful Sorrow Gaming. Now, I will put a link in the description to that channel in case you're interested in checking out that footage. It's really interesting. I had a blast playing this game. Now, there's some negatives I have to say about the game, and I want to say, because I understand why they're there, though. It's not like it's a negative, really, because I understand what they're going for. It's meant to be a scary game, so you do move slow, and you do have very limited vision. Like, you'll see 10 feet in front of you. It is so dark. I compared it to Saturn 9 in terms of the darkest game I've ever played. Saturn 9 is another indie title which I played a few months back, which if you've checked out my playthrough on YouTube, which not a person has, I'll be honest. There's maybe 4 views on one video. But for the whole playthrough, I mean, there's 1 view. And I think that was me. So, nobody checked it out. But Saturn 9 is a really interesting indie title. I am going to do another playthrough of it because I loved that game. It was fascinating. Intriguing, if you will. And I might as well... Actually, I think I'll make that my game that I'm going to do tonight. After I do this review. But Mummies Rising is a very dark game. You have very limited visibility. The mummies, they come in swarms. Like, when you see one, even if you only see one, there's like 2 or 3 or 5 sometimes there. Now, here's the thing. It could be... There's one particular level where it's extremely linear, where they're not going to spawn behind you, but there's some where it's like instead of a hallway, which is that linear level I was just talking about, it could be a giant rectangle of a room with some pillars here and there. And you'll clear out, you'll sweep it. I compared it in my playthrough to a word search. I was sweeping that room like a word search. You know how you go up and down? Like, let's say you have a word that starts with Q. You go up and down every line until you find a Q. You look around it for the next letter. You fail. You keep going on. You find it, right? I was doing that with the flashlight in this level. I was clearing the room, and still I was having dudes spawn behind me. That is probably the biggest negative I have, because that was frustrating, especially when you get to the later levels. Like I was saying, spoiler alert, you got those sprinting zombies who come at you. They're so fucking fast, and like I said, you can only see 10 feet in front of you. You don't know that they're there until they're 10 feet in front of you. And once you see them, you've got about 3 seconds to react before they kill you. Because you can only take 3 or 4 hits, and you're dead. So, you see him, you kill the dude, and you know that's not the only dude. Because they essentially only come in swarms. You've got, like, let's say, okay, because it does in the top right, it has a counter that says, you know, how many mummies are left. Like, you know, let's say the level starts with 22 mummies. Initially, there's always a rush. You kill 6 of them. You've got fucking 22 minus 6. 16 left. You gotta find 16 mummies. So you sweep the room, and you know, you go this way, you go this way, you get another 6. So you're down to 10. You've swept the first half of the room. You go towards the second half of the room, and dudes are still spawning behind you. It's ridiculous. That is, like I said, the biggest negative I've got to say. It's cool if they swarm you, but, you know, don't put them behind you when you already cleared that section of the room. Now, initially I did not enjoy the game too much. It's like, oh, this game's bullshit. You know, I died so easily. But once you get the hang of it, it's actually enjoyable. And enjoyable in the sense of scary. It was more of a terror experience than it was an enjoyable experience. And you know, you gotta have those experiences sometimes. You can't just be all happy joy. You know, I'm enjoying this little game. It's like Rayman. I'm just having a blast. You know, you gotta have some terror in your life, especially when you don't fucking get out much, like I do. Don't. However you want to say it. So, you know, playing a game that's very dark and what I seem to be is very scary, what I have discovered to be, under the right circumstances, wink, wink, can be very scary. It can be quite enjoyable in that aspect. Now, one of my complaints initially, like I was starting on, you move so fucking slow. Even the slowest, like even the level 1 zombies, fuck, I keep calling them zombies. Mummies, even the level 1 mummies move faster than you, so you cannot outrun them. Now you can, like, okay, so your best bet in this game is to hug a wall, because you know they can't come through that wall, right? you find yourself a corner and you're set. But the thing is, they don't come to you. You have to go find them. Like, let's say you go to a corner and it activates, because once you get to a certain point in that map, it'll activate. It'll prompt the game to send them at you. If you go in a corner, it let's say it prompts 3 of them to come at you, and you're at 9, and that brings you down to 6 once you kill them. Those 6 aren't gonna come to you. You gotta go find them. You gotta leave the safety of that corner. Now, my advice to you, if you're gonna play this game, hug the fucking wall. Because, like I said, they'll come from behind you. If you go out into the middle of that fucking room, you can't even spin fast enough before they get you. You can't even spin fast enough to see them before they get you. They gonna get you. That's why you have to hug a fucking wall if you're playing this game, okay? So, pardon me. That's that aspect of the game. I did enjoy the game thoroughly. I would recommend this game to anybody who enjoys a decent scare, because you, like I said, you will turn around and the zombie will, or the mummy will fucking be there and be like, holy fucking shit, I wasn't expecting that, you know? And that can be a thrill. And that's really what kept me going, is the excitement, the anticipation for getting that next kill. And I really had a lot of fun playing it. $1, you really can't beat it. It's a fun experience, and I'd recommend it to anybody who likes wave-based combat. Now, I will say that the mummies have a shit ton of life. The basic one, the level 1 mummy, takes 7 shots to kill. Fucking a bottle of rum takes only twice that, you know? So, you're killing half a bottle of rum with 1 mummy. So, and then there's this, that's the basic mummy. And then that's like the brown fucking bandaged mummy. You got the golden mummies who take 8 shots to kill. Then you've got the white bandaged mummies who are like generic out of fucking Scooby-Doo and shit. They even walk like they've got fucking, you know, wrapping up their ass. It's like they're wearing a diaper. They're walking like, I don't even know. You gotta watch the videos to see what I'm talking about. But they take 9 shots to kill. And like I said, once you get to level 9, you experience the sprinters who just sprint the full speed at you. Which, if you're not quick on the trigger, you're gonna die. You gonna die. Okay, so I don't even know how many generic pistol shots they take, because at that point you've advanced beyond the pistol. You've got your automatic weapon. You just point and spray. You just point and shoot. Okay, so I don't even know what the number is on how many bullets it takes to kill those. I was too caught up in the moment to pay attention. Just like your mom, she's so poor she can't even pay attention. So that's that's my synopsis on the gameplay, the graphics, the graphical presentation. I mean, the darkness that the game presents is as much of the gameplay as it is the graphical presentation, because it wouldn't work if it wasn't as dark. And one really cool thing I discovered is, your muzzle flash, like, and a flash that's coming off from the bullets, you can see farther into the darkness. So let's say, you're shooting at one dude he's just appeared in the darkness. You fire at him, you get this flash, and you see 2 more dudes over there. You're like, I'm getting fucking swarmed. That's that's a really neat aspect. Now, the swarming aspect doesn't really come too much into particular play until level 10. Level 10, you get swarmed 6 to 8 at a time, and you're fighting exclusively the sprinters. You can't turn around fast enough before they've hit you. So if you're not hugging a wall, you're dead. If you're not in a corner, you're dead. You are dead. And it starts you out like, let's say you're at a rectangle. It starts you out in the middle of that rectangle. So you're facing outwards. So you've got dudes initially starting from the level, just coming at you from all directions. So you have to reload. Okay, you've killed your initial wave. Now you got to go to a corner. Oh shit, there's 6 more of them. You know, that's what I'm saying. So I really implore you to check out the full game playthrough on Vengeful Sorrow Gaming. It's probably the best gaming footage I've ever done. I really enjoyed it. I got so into that game. So, I mean, that's really my review of the game, my overview. Okay, now if you're in, I mean, I don't give scores in my reviews. Games deserve better than scores. I mean, you can give Skyrim a 10. You can give Oblivion a fucking 10. You can give Halo 4 a 9. You can give Halo 4 a 6. It's all about opinion, you know. I just present to you my experiences with the game, and I call it a review, because that's my review of the game. So, that was my review of Mummies Rising, a new indie title released on the Xbox Live 360 arcade platform for $1. I believe just like 3 or 4 days ago. And I really, you really, if you're into the type of game that it is, check it out. It's $1. You can get the trial version. You get 2 free levels, demo levels, for trying out the game for free. And check out the footage that I put up. It's really interesting. If you enjoy it, play it for yourself. I really insist that you do. It's better to play it yourself than to watch me play it or watch anybody play it, because it's an experience. If you're into wave-based combat, the way I compared it is it's a survival horror game without the survival aspect. It's a horror game. It incites terror upon your existence. I don't know. You're supposed to feel scared while you're playing this game. And I did. I felt exactly what they were going for. And that's why I really don't have too much negative to say about it, because I see what they're going for. And when I played it, I saw what they were going for. And I enjoyed it for what it was. You can't say, oh, well, you know, the combat's not like Halo or Call of Duty. You know, I can't select a loadout. I'm given a loadout, and if you want to play that, go fucking play that. This is this, you know? I mean, it's good for what it is. For $1, you know, you get more content for $1 than you do out of fucking Call of Duty per $1. In my opinion. Call of Duty Ghosts, I fucking played the campaign for 4 hours, 5 hours. I played about 2 hours online just to get used to it. 6 hours, $60. I got $10 an hour. That's a blown money. I mean, not like I won't play it again, you know. Not like I'm comparing Mummies Rising to Call of Duty. It's completely different games. But just saying, it's good for what it is. Alright, now, like I said, you really need to check out the gameplay that I put up if you really are interested in knowing what I'm talking about, okay? So, I think I've gone on far enough. I've expounded upon what I wanted to say as much as I uh, have, and I think I've sufficiently given you an insight into the game as much as I can without, you watching the footage. So, if you want to know more, watch my gameplay. That's exactly the experience I had. So, that's over on Vengeful Sorrow Game. I'm gonna put a link in the description. Check out it. It's all on a playlist. It's the most recently created playlist. It's Mummies Rising. That's literally the name of the playlist. So check it out. So that's that. Thank you for watching my review of this indie title. 20 minutes into it. So thank you and peace.